What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Marvel at Midnight. We are here for the final episode of Loki. Oh boy. Let me move my mic out of the shot. Dude, what are we going to see in this episode? The curtain has parted. We've peeked into Beyond the Void. What is going to happen? If you're new to the channel, this is how we do it here. Right here you'll see a time code. I'm going to be starting at my Disney Plus stream on my computer, and that time code is where I am in the show. So if you want to join me, sync it up to this time right here. And hop in the live chat. Let's talk about what we're watching and what your reactions are, what your theories are. So stoked. Please be courteous and don't drop any spoilers in if you're ahead of us. That kind of ruins the fun of this whole thing. But I'm so glad to be here. It's the final episode of Loki. How are they going to wrap this up? Are we going to finally see the face of the big bad? My money, there's a lot of people who want it to be Kang. My money is it's on a Loki. A few episodes back, I've kind of just decided that it's going to be a Loki that's behind all of this TVA stuff. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. So without wasting any more time, because I don't want to get too far ahead of, I don't want to fall too far behind so more people can jump in and drop in spoilers at the most pivotal time. Let's get in here. Let's start this. Again, sync your streams to this time code right here and join in the fun. Let's do this. All right, recap time. Oh boy. So many twists and turns in this season. It's been so great. Oh. This is exciting. The Alioth is so cool. And that classic Loki moment was so epic, dude. Glorious purpose. So good. So good. There it is. The curtains parted, walking towards the mysterious house. Oh. Whoa. Dude. This Marvel Open is awesome. It's like dropping lines from each movie. Whoa. Oh, I'm getting chills. This is cool. Some black holes, that looks like. This is just like that sequence in Doctor Strange when Strange goes flying through all the different realms. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. It's the floating rock in the void. Oh my gosh, I can't take this. Oh my gosh. There were so many audio cues throughout that whole sequence. There had to be some major Easter eggs hidden in there. There was so much I'd have to like revisit it and listen to each one. Wow, that place is rad. Oh, we're finally gonna find out. This is too much. Dude, Brady, don't tell your dad, man. He won't be happy. Dude, go in already. Come on. Dude. Oh my gosh. The suspense. It's like all led up to this. What? They're like hooded figures with clocks for faces? That's cool. Dude. Miss Minutes. First person we see. The Citadel. BK411, no spoilers, dude. He Who Remains. There it is. Oh my gosh. What? Insert you guys back into the timeline. How would you like to win? What? You can kill Thanos. Oh my gosh. Dude, Loki's getting like basically offered Loki everything he wanted right there. What? Put them both in the same timeline. Oh, snap. Keep going deeper. Let's see. Oh, back to the TVA. Ah! This is crazy. Oh, she sees his rings. He thinks it'll be more useful. I still don't think it's Kang. I don't think it's going to be Kang. I mean, He Who Remains is in the comics, but he could literally be anybody. It's just a title. Ooh, you got the clicking talk. The clicking... I can't even talk. The tick-tocking clock sound. Oh, there's like statues of timekeepers, and one of them is shattered? What? A door's opening. Yo. Something's happening. Dude, there he is. I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit I was wrong. Dude. In my office? Dude, he's so nonchalant and like non-threatening. Oh. I'm not so sure yet, Brady. I think it's who everyone wants it to be, but everything could be a trick. I don't know. Oh my gosh. It's Kang, guys. I mean, there's no way it's no one but Kang. But why is he so obsessed with Loki? The Lokis don't know what to do. They're like, he's just a man. What's going on? I'm not even sure what's going on right now. He's back. Guess who's back to the TVA? Her secret. She's a school teacher. Fremont, Ohio, 2018. The duration is, it's about 45 minutes. Kang. Dude, he's so charismatic. I like it. Yep, the great and powerful Oz knows why you've come. Pave the road. Dude. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Dude. Is Mobius gonna prune her? In search of free will. Without me, everything burns. Here we go, he's gonna say his name. A conqueror. Okay, here we go. Caven, no spoilers. Dude. Oh, dude. To an all-out war. A creature. Oh. The Eliath. Multiversal war. Hence, you're welcome. If you think I'm evil, wait till you meet my variants. My gosh, dude. Hello, everybody joining in the live chat. What an episode this is so far. YouTube would. Oh, what? He's offering the Lokis his job. This is so weird. Dude, what is gonna happen? And why introduce Kang? Maybe this is just a variant of the King who is gonna be the villain. We're hearing a big sound. I bet that's the case. I bet this is a variant of Kang who will ultimately be a different variant will be the big baddie. Uh-oh. We just crossed the threshold. Was just then. Oh gosh, dude. Dude, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. What the heck is going on, man? This is weird. I don't know this. He's fighting Sylvie. Oh man. Ugh. I don't like seeing them in conflict. No. This is a pretty tight fight. Oh no. Oh no. That was cool. Look at Loki getting all emotional. Yeah! Sylvie and Loki embrace finally. But I'm not. Oh no. Oh no. She just tossed him, dude. What is she gonna do? She's gonna take. Yo. She just killed Kang. Well, this variant of Kang. Ugh, snap. What'd she do? What'd you do, Sylvie? Dude, this is crazy. Oh, you can see the timeline just splintering off. Oh, crap. Yeah, there's a season 2 of Loki coming. Oh man, our Loki's devastated. He's so sad. How's this gonna? Are they gonna leave us on some crazy cliffhanger? This music is so good, dude. Loki's got an idea. What's he gonna do? What's he up to? What is he up to? What's he gonna do? Oh, yeah. Oh crap. He's in a different timeline. Oh crap, no, dude. Or yeah, dude, he's in a different timeline. Mobius doesn't even know who he is. There he is, Kang. Dude! Oh my gosh! Okay, is there post credits? There's gotta be for this. Wait, is there not? They can't not give us a post credit. I'm gonna watch. Dude, so the Kang that Sylvie killed was legit protecting the timeline from other more evil Kangs. And with her killing him, the timeline is going crazy, dude. Multiverse of madness. This is wild, man. This is so wild. Just to think about what the possibilities this opens up. Oh man, what a great show. I loved this show. There we go. I want to see what it wraps up with Loki. Yeah, they left it off at that. That's a pretty awesome way to set things up, dude. Like, essentially, this show showed that our MCU up until this point was part of one timeline. And this move by Sylvie in killing Kang, who had kept this timeline sacred, is going to create some craziness in the future of the MCU, which is so awesome. Oh, post-credit. Just a stamp. Loki will return in season 2. Yeah, such a great show. Oh, and that music is so good. So good. Oh my gosh. You guys, what a great way to wrap this show up. I really love, I wasn't expecting Kang only because everyone thought it was going to be Kang. And up until this point, Marvel's been pretty good about kind of flipping the switch on us and making things different than what we suspect. But wow, what a cool way to set up the future of the MCU. It was a little anticlimactic as far as action goes. The previous season was way more intense and more action oriented. But this one was like a good way to, this is a point in the MCU where everything is changing. That's that point, that point. The, when Sylvie and Loki fight and she pushes him through the door, he thinks he's back in the TVA that he came from, that he knew of. But clearly he did not, because Mobius didn't recognize him, asked him which analyst he was, and all the Timekeeper statues were now of Kang. So our Loki is in a different place than he's been in so far, which is pretty awesome. Oh, you guys, I love it so much. There's so much to talk about, so much to dissect. How awesome is this? This is so good. Let's hit some of the live chat and see what people are up to. All right, let's see here. Oh, I just realized I didn't format this. How's it going to look when I turn one on? Let's try this. Yep, I knew it wasn't going to work, dang it. This one. There we go. Yes, that's correct. There is no post credit, and they did confirm season 2, which we all already knew there was going to be a season 2. I feel like this show really lends itself well to a episodic type storytelling. So I'm really excited to see what season 2 does. But I'm sure we're going to see Loki again, maybe before then in a movie. Maybe, let me think. Maybe Quantumania, maybe Multiverse of Madness. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, season 2, that's a pretty exciting thing to know. Let's see here. Rigoberto. Yeah, that would be a big surprise. I don't think it's going to happen. That would be amazing, though. I would really like that. Yeah, Loki. This show has been full of so many surprises, and it's been so good. All the Easter eggs, all the references to past comic books. I mean, you could almost argue that this show has, I don't know. I just love it. I love it so much. Yeah, Craven, absolutely. Now that Sylvie has shaken things up by killing our timekeeper of Kang, the one who was keeping everything in order, he warned him, "You kill me, and you will have madness." And she killed him. Let madness ensue. Let madness ensue. There are different garnets of Kang. Yeah, the here we go. Here was that last shot. I'm going to show you guys if I can pull this up on my there you go. That was the last shot when Loki was in the TVA trying to talk to Mobius, and he saw this instead of the statues of the timekeepers. So clearly he knows that things have already shaken up and he's in the wrong place. Pretty amazing. DS Goodbar. Yo, my brain imploded onto itself. Yeah, man. This was definitely kind of like this felt more like an epilogue. The last episode felt like the ending kind of, and this kind of felt like the conclusion, wrapping it up, tying a bow on it, saying things are not going to be the same from this point on. And yeah, I love that. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Keldon. What if the reason we got the Deadpool MCU video today was because of Loki? Dude, that is an excellent point. That is an excellent point. And how amazing was that? The first time we've seen Deadpool interact with an MCU character. It's happening, you guys. It is happening. It's so exciting. I'm loving it so much. Here we go. King the Conqueror has some of his father Franklin Richards' powers like the comics. Yeah, we'll see. I'm guessing the King Loki shot they never used was meant to be a part of Miss Minutes promising them a life. They just cut it. Yeah, that's possible. But you know, Domino, Marvel's been so good at showing us things in trailers that never happen. Pretty much every MCU movie, the trailers before the movies come out, there are plenty of shots that either aren't in the movie or are completely changed. So you never want to buy what you see in these trailers is what's going to happen. How long was the episode? It was a little more than 45 minutes. I think it was 47 minutes, something like that. Jonathan Majors was such a great Kang. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time he was on screen. Dude, the guy was so energetic. He was so quirky, not someone you would expect to be a villain. But here's the thing. Think about this. That Kang, I really don't think that Kang is the villain. He is a variant of Kang. Because he explained that there's variants. He's protecting our MCU timeline from the evil variants. And I guarantee you, the big baddie of Kang is one of these variants he was talking about protecting us from. So thanks, Sylvie. Thanks, Sylvie. You opened Pandora's box. All the evil Kangs are coming for us. Let's see here. Keldon, I'll say it again. What if the reason we got a Deadpool MCU trailer today was because of Loki breaking the timeline? Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned that earlier. Someone else mentioned it, or was it you? I don't know. Maybe it was you. But yeah, totally. That makes sense if that was the plan. Temple of the Gods. Now, all the timelines always existed. That will explain how Fox Quicksilver got into the MCU timeline in WandaVision. Yeah, and that would also... It's pretty brilliant, because if all the timelines have existed, that would explain all the Fox movies from before the merger. You know, the X-Men movies. Those were all the different timelines. I don't know. That hasn't been officially confirmed, but you could definitely argue that, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, we kind of missed out on that golden moment. Mobius not getting a jet ski. He mentioned it right before he was pruned, but we never got that moment of him in a jet ski. What a bummer. Trilogy 44. Do you think we will see all the Spider-Man now? Absolutely. Sony would be crazy to not have all 3 Spider-Man characters in that movie. They would be crazy. I mean, just put the MCU storyline aside. Based on the success of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the box office success of the previous Spider-Man movies, they would be completely nuts not to put them all together into the MCU. Completely nuts. So I'm pretty sure they're all going to be there. Brady, what does this show lead off to? I don't understand what you're asking. Like, what's the continuation of this? Well, the next series we're getting, I think, is Hawkeye. But that's kind of a continuation. Spoilers. That's kind of a continuation off of Black Widow. But this is definitely... This and WandaVision have kind of set into motion the Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man No Way Home. So, that's what I'm thinking. We'll see X-Men, Deadpool, and all the Spider-Men. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, guys. That is what's going to happen. Oops. Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's jumping all over the place here. Anik, I expected Kang to be more powerful, but the way they showed him smooth is more dangerous. Yeah, remember, this was a variant. This was our variant of Kang. He was the protector of our timeline. If he's dead, there's other Kangs out there, and he said they are more dangerous and more evil. So, I have a feeling the big baddie Kang that we're going to be dealing with in the next phases of the MCU, he's going to be way rougher, way grittier. We'll see. The Throne was shot 6 years ago. I'm pretty sure I remember watching Loki in The Throne. That said 6 years ago. I think you're referring maybe to the deleted scene from Thor: The Dark World, where he's like King of Asgard and he has Mjolnir. I don't know, maybe. Caleb says, I've been saying it since Civil War, trailers nowadays are meant to show us the tone and flavor of the movie, not the plot. And I think that's the better route to go, because there are other trailers out there that ruin the entire movie, and by the time you sit through a movie, you're like, well, that trailer showed all the best parts. It saved nothing for us to enjoy in the theater. Where the MCU, they kind of misguide us. They turn our expectations into different ways, and it ends up, I think, being better for us that way. So I ain't mad at them. It can be a little frustrating when you get your hopes up for that moment and it's not there, but I'm not mad at them. We gonna regret killing this innocent guy. Dude, Sylvie started the multiversal war by killing our Kang. And Loki knows it. Loki's like, we've made a huge mistake. The Kang here was implied to be Immortus. Merged him with He Who Remains, which is fine. All the Kang variants are coming now, and mutants, and F4, OMG, so hype. Yes! I agree. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind on the live chats, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so Rob Call, how did Morbius not remember Loki? I'm pretty sure that when Sylvie opened that door and pushed him through, he came out into a TVA elsewhere, not the TVA that we came to know. That's why all the architecture and statues, like the one that's right here, right here, don't show the timekeepers. They show Kang. Now, is this Kang the evil Kang? I don't know. But that's why Mobius did not recognize our Loki. He was confused. If Loki had gone there with Alligator Loki instead of Sylvie, this episode would have been a lot shorter with the same ending. That's funny. Let's see here. This show leads up to Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. Yeah, exactly. Temple of the Gods. Our Loki proved to be the superior one by his personal growth, even beyond Sylvie. She could not let go of her need for revenge. 100%. And you could see that it broke him. He had that moment where he shed tears, where he realized that he had changed, but she still hadn't. And that really, it was a pretty emotional moment, and that was a pretty powerful thing. And that's really what set this whole thing in motion. Well, we're also getting What If, so this could have also set that in motion too. Yeah, see, that's another thing. I'm not sure about What If it actually ties into timelines or if it's literally just What If. But it could be either. It could be both. I'm excited for that, by the way. That'll be cool. Sylvie wasn't just out for revenge. I do think she meant it when she said she wanted to stop the I don't know what you're trying to say there. Of free will for everyone. Yeah. King did leak his address when he said he's from the 31st century. That's true. He did say that. Keldon. Who else got scared when Miss Minutes popped out and said, "Hey, y'all"? Yeah, dude, total jump scare. And a little bit of a misdirection, red herring moment, like, oh, it's Miss Minutes. Because how many YouTube videos out there have you seen of people predicting Miss Minutes is the main villain? A lot. Too many. Oh my gosh. Don't tease us. Don't tease us. We're all dying for a Spider-Man trailer. We need one. We need one. But honestly, if releasing a trailer means sacrificing the story, I'm all for not having one. Let's see, Loki was saying there might have been a different way, but she only saw one way. Yeah. Yeah. And he had moved beyond his old habits, and he could tell that she was still stuck in her ways, and that really broke him. Temple of the Gods. No, Loki didn't, because it wouldn't take time to work out a better solution, like maybe pruning just the king from the timelines, one person over trillions. But that's another thing that's interesting is Kang he mentioned the threshold. He said, I know everything that would happen up until this point. And everything after this point, I don't know. So then it makes you wonder, had they killed him or not, would this whole with these timelines going crazy have happened anyway at that point? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Let's hit Twitter up again and look at some more stuff. More reaction from folks out there. Yeah, he was so charismatic. I loved it. It was so great. I kind of felt bad when she killed him because I felt like he was the reason that our timeline was safe, I guess you could say. Yeah, see, we saw this in the trailer. This we never saw, unless this was in one of those quick flash moments of the trailer, or like I don't know. People are freaking out about Kang. And now how many people are going to have videos on YouTube tomorrow saying, I'm a genius, I was right, blah, blah, blah. They're all just watching new rock stars and then repeating what they said. Honestly, we all know that's true. He was so good. So well cast. It's funny because I would have never imagined casting him as Kang, but when they announced it, I was like, okay, I'm with that. And he just knocked it out of the park. He was so good. A nameless figure. I have never been so amazed and confused in my life. Oh, dude, tomorrow there's going to be plenty of breakdown videos and what the ending means videos. It'll make sense. As much as I love Kang as the villain Miss Minutes being the villain would have elevated Tara Strong to the status she deserves. She's an amazing actress, and I'm sad she got a little sidelined. That's a good point. And yeah, it would have been nice to see her get a little more appreciation, but she did a great job. No matter what they did, they couldn't avoid the timeline branching. Yeah, that's what the threshold I think was referring to, or our King referred to, was this is the threshold. I don't know what's going to happen beyond this. I definitely think this new TVA is located in Chronopolis, and that's where the things are going to take place in Ant-Man 3. Overall, I'm sad it's over, but I can't wait for Season 2. Yeah, man. What a great season. I mean, of the other two Disney Plus series, this one is definitely my favorite. I really loved what they did with this. And Loki's so great. Tom Hiddleston is amazing. And that throne room of his office was so cool. Really liked it. So here you go. What are you talking about? Who are you? What's your name? That was a little shocking. Oh, we got so many good moments, and then it was like slapped in our face. Marvel can make so many movies on different timelines that our grandchildren will also be watching Marvel. Yeah, we have to come to terms that none of us are going to survive or live long enough to watch what happens next. You know, not next, but to watch every Marvel movie that comes out, because they're going to be pumping these things out. It's going to get to the point where we have like 100 a year. I mean, what are they doing? We're going to get to like 20 a year, then 30 a year. It's going to be insane. There's the guy. There's the man. No, but for real, Rigoberto, you know I'm right, dude. All these people who claim to be comic experts, I'm no expert. But when everybody's theory videos are literally the exact same thing, there's no originality out there. Everyone's just trying to get the views, so they are copying people who actually put in the work or did the research. It is what it is. I'll be honest, I expected a Loki variant. I'm genuinely surprised and grateful. Yeah, I'm totally with you, Nameless Figure. From episode 3 onward, I was convinced it was a King Loki, or I even maybe suspected it being the Loki who died in Infinity War, to have used the same escape technique as classic Loki, and he would be revealed to be the big baddie. But Kang was what everyone was suspecting, and I was surprised by it. I thought they did a good job. Yeah, a proper Loki movie would be great, but think about it this way. With the series, we get 6 45-minute episodes. With a movie, at longest, you're going to get 2.5 hours. So we're getting more Loki this way. And the production value is not lacking. It's just as good. The special effects are just as good. The writing is just as good. So honestly, I'm good with whatever Marvel wants to throw at us. I'm happy with it. I hope Variant Loki and main timeline Thor get to me. I hope we get a Thor 5 with that concept. Yeah, I wonder about Thor Love and Thunder, how... I feel like I read somewhere that Hiddleston is in it. I could be wrong. But that would be great if they met each other somehow. I think that'd be really cool. Yes, I was just saying this, Pirius. Kang has arrived, and Sylvie started the multiverse war. She started it. And our Loki tried to stop her. So good, so good. There was no other way to incorporate the X-Men, especially this late in the game when we've had all these movies about the MCU with no mention of mutants. This is the only way, and it's the best way. It's so brilliant. You're absolutely right. Why does Who look like Kang? I don't understand what you're asking, Phoenix. If you're talking about this picture, because it is Kang. I have 2 AirPods in. It's just that camera angle. Yes, Endgame was 3 hours, but Endgame is different than all the other MCU movies. They're not going to give us 3-hour MCU movies every single time. I think that was an exception to the rule. Back to Twitter. Here we go. Loki will return in season 2. So good. So happy to see that, and so glad. Yeah, look at the... Here you go. Look at the costuming here on the statue. He's definitely got the king armor. And him with the purplish cloak was a nice subtle tie to his comic book colors. I really like that. There you go. Liar! Liar! Of course, he had to say that, though. Here we go. I'm just going to put this up there just because. Something for us to look forward to. They're not going to touch this Loki and the new TVA thing till Doctor Strange 2. That's very likely. I think you're right. Wait, so how does the movie into Spider-Man No Way Home? Surely the other Spider-Men are confirmed to be coming now. I mean, no one has confirmed it, but all signs point to it. I mean, I would be surprised if they're not. If at least one of them isn't in there. Oh, you like the background music? Very happy to hear so. The link down below is the artist. He's on YouTube and he does great music and I really dig it. I use it in almost all my YouTube videos and streams, so if you like his stuff, go check it out. It's really good stuff. Oops, sorry, I clicked too fast. Thor Love and Thunder unfortunately ties into Guardians 3 and the overall cosmic story James Gunn and Taika Waititi are crafting. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That makes sense. The continuation of this is for sure to be Doctor Strange 2, yeah. But as I said, I also feel there's a small connection to Ant-Man 3. Feige did say the city in Ant-Man 2 is going to be important in the future. Right. This could even tie into No Way Home, guys. It could easily. Doctor Strange, I mean, Doctor Strange is in it. He's got the time stone. He can do all his magical stuff. I'm not really well versed in what he's able to do, but hey, you never know. A nameless figure. I didn't think Marvel could get me as invested in this phase as the last ones, but I'll be damned they did. Oh, they sure did. This has been so good. And the thing I love about these series is we get new Marvel every week for a couple months, and it's so good. It's so nice. Where before we'd have to wait months in between movies. So getting a little bit of both is pretty fantastic. It's a great time to be alive, as they like to say. Yeah, Emma, we were all talking about that. Miss Minutes was a total jump scare. Hey guys, she was a total jump scare. Scared us all. Very funny. So in the new TV timeline, no Lokis have been pruned because Mobius and B-15 did not know who he was in the last scene. I wouldn't necessarily say no Lokis were pruned, but that Mobius had not built the relationship with our Loki, so they didn't have that trust that they had built in our show. So, I mean, I guess there's a possibility that no Lokis were pruned in that one, but I'm pretty sure that they just didn't have the working relationship. Cave-in, Loki is greater than Wanda. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Same order for me, too. A war across timelines could open breaches all over the place and will be used in many places in many movies and shows. Yeah, it's the perfect way to just spawn characters. I mean, literally anything can happen now. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, and you've seen the meme. My kids have their toys sitting here, but this could be a variant of Mobius. Cars could be an alternate timeline. I'm just kidding, but literally anything is possible. Emma, what do you think about the kiss? I don't mind it because it's in character to Loki. I liked it. I thought it was a long time coming, and it showed that both Lokis had at least let their guard down enough to become emotionally attached to someone, even though it was themselves. I really thought that was a great moment. What is the next Marvel thing we're getting after What If? I believe it's Hawkeye. I could be wrong, but I believe it's Hawkeye. No, that's the series, is Hawkeye. Movie-wise, we're getting Spider-Man in Christmas time. I think Eternals is next. Oh man. Which mutant do you want to see first? Dude. It's easy. Deadpool. Everyone wants Deadpool first. It's got to be Deadpool. And him popping up in No Way Home could work. You know, even if it's just a quick appearance. Or Multiverse of Madness. Deadpool, for me, Deadpool is the first mutant I want to see. Story-wise, I don't think that makes the most sense, but that's who I want to see the most. Thank you, Kaven. You're absolutely right. Yes. Shang-Chi is the next Marvel movie we're getting, which I'm so hyped for. Oh my gosh. Can't wait for that. Yeah, that's what this thing I think might be turning into is imagine that big battle scene in Endgame. And this phase maybe leading to something like that, but instead of Thanos versus our Avengers, it's gonna be like, oh, dude, just multiple versions of our heroes, and oh man, it's just the possibilities are unlimited. It's just crazy to think about. Everyone keeps saying this, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of YouTube videos um, predicting this. That Ravonna was working in a school, and they think it's the mutant school. We don't know that for a fact. There are other schools in the MCU. Spider-Man went to school. I'm just saying, just because it's a school doesn't automatically mean it's the mutants. But maybe. Kevin, what are your thoughts on the Black Widow? I like the Black Widow. I saw it in the theater, and I really liked it the first time I watched it. I thought it was awesome. And I actually re-watched it here recently, and it wasn't as good the second time. It's still fun. I still have a lot of fun with it, and I love the characters in it, but I wasn't as impressed with it. So it's as far as I go, I would say it's kind of a middle ground MCU. It plays it safe. It's got some good action, but it's kind of old news because it doesn't really progress the story much, the overarching MCU story. It's just kind of like, hey, remember Black Widow? Here's one of her adventures. And yeah, I know there's a sequence at the end that kind of hints to the future, but for the most part, I liked it a lot. I thought Florence Pugh was amazing. David Harbour was incredible. But, you know, the villains were kind of blah. They were kind of blah, blah. Weren't so great. But, hey, getting Florence Pugh to maybe take over the Black Widow role, or, you know, character in a way, pass of the baton is a cool thing. Okay, back to Twitter. See what more people are saying. It's all about Kang, man. Kang is pretty much all that happened, but it was really great how it happened. Yelena was amazing, but I totally agree. I honestly didn't like Taskmaster. I feel like they wasted the character. Yeah, they did. They could have utilized Taskmaster a lot better. I personally didn't mind that they revealed Taskmaster to be female. In fact, in the trailers, in the first footage we saw of Taskmaster, I was like, that's a woman. There's no way that's a man. But yeah, he was kind of nerfed. I was hoping for something a little more epic and grand, but you know, it was fine, I guess. It was fine. Yes, Tiki, that ending was so good. It was so good. Everyone's talking about how Miss Minutes scared the crap out of him. And she totally did. There was the reveal of Kang, a door opening. So good. And eating the apple. He did such a great job. What's the future of Sylvie? Gosh, I don't know. I mean, is she just going to take up a place in that in the void. I don't. She has a, what's it called, an empath, whatever those time door opener things. She has one of those. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure if either Feige or someone else major confirms that she will appear in other MCU shows and stories or movies. But I don't know. I mean, she could easily pop up in Multiverse of Madness. I mean, if anywhere outside of Loki season 2, I think that's where she'll show up. But I'm sure we'll see her again in Loki season 2. Where's Tom Hiddleston's Emmy? Exactly. This came out a little late for Emmy season, so maybe next Emmy season. Oh, that pizza. That was an ad. Sorry, I didn't mean to show that. A little more Black Widow talk here. Like, Taskmaster was such a cool character, and the whole idea of Taskmaster super cool, but they could have done more. Absolutely, they could have done more. I thought they got the look down really cool. I really liked how Taskmaster looked. Even the fight scenes with Taskmaster were great, but she was barely in it. I'm hoping that she becomes a part of the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers or whatever they're building, whatever group Val is putting together. I hope she's a part of that. That would be awesome. Okay, let's go back to the Twitter sphere. Oh, he was so broken there. He was so sad. Poor Loki, man. When Sylvie betrayed him and didn't... She was so determined and wouldn't pick him over her drive, which he picked her over his drive. Getting a lot of the same images. Oh, it's because I'm searching Kang, that's why. There we go, we'll get better stuff here. Temple of the Gods. The hype was so big, almost anyone as the big bad would annoy so many. So I love that they went the other way and made it a normal guy eating an apple. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's like a video game. You expect the big boss to be this monster, this unstoppable, crazy creature monster. But here it was, just a dude with an apple. That's funny. Ka-chow! I love it. Oh man, everyone loved this so much. She'll end up the Black Widow in the Dark Avengers for sure. Dude, she could. She absolutely could. Yeah, Rigoberto, man. Oh, your heart breaks for him. I mean, he made such progress. I mean, he became the most human we've ever seen Loki become. You know, it started kind of when he hugged Mobius goodbye, and then he expressed his love basically for Sylvie, and then she picked her drive or her goal over Loki. So he was totally destroyed. Poor guy. Yes, the look was super cool, and we're getting a Thunderbolt series, which will most likely show what Val is putting together, and will eventually be the Dark Avengers. Yeah, I mean, I love that they're building kind of an anti-hero team. That's really cool. That's very cool. So what plan do you guys think Kang had when he gave Renslayer all the information before she left? See, I don't know. They didn't really get into that. I mean, we know in the comics that they're a couple, but in this series, she kind of made it feel like she didn't know what was going on. That's why she said she was going to go find free will. So I don't know. I mean, that was interesting. Yeah, that's so true. I thought the same thing. I'm like, you're kind of kissing yourself. That's interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think? What, as far as the other Marvel series go, do you like Loki the best? Where does it fall? Do you like WandaVision, Loki, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Which one did you enjoy the most? For me, it's got to be Loki, and then WandaVision. Oh, that's funny. Trust nobody, not even yourself. Yeah, Loki learned that the hard way. I keep seeing this. What is this? What the F? Depression. I'm far from okay. Ah, that's funny. I don't think Taskmaster will be a person anymore. I think she's done with it. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance that we won't see Taskmaster again too. But at last, the last time we saw her, oh my light just died. The last time we saw her, she was flying off with the other Black Widows. So there's a chance. Let me turn that light back on. There's a chance that if they all join Val's group, that she could be with them, or they just go off and that's it. That's all she wrote. Mr. Raider Nation, WandaVision, Loki, Falcon Winter Soldier. Yeah, man, WandaVision was very good. Of all three, that was the kind of the one I was least excited for, and it turned out to be such a pleasant surprise. I really enjoyed it. So that's a really good. It was a really good show. WandaVision hit the hardest on the feels, but Loki just opens up everything. It's so far-reaching. Tough call. Think about it, though. WandaVision opens up a lot, too. It really does. These two shows together really kind of have started pivoting the MCU, but especially Loki. I mean, it's sending in a whole new direction. Falcon and the Winter Soldier basically just set up Sam as the new Captain America, basically. And maybe kind of some inklings of Val building a team. So yeah, it was a lot less impactful. Kevin says Loki was for sure the best, not even close. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We never got this moment. So sad that we never got this moment. Oh my goodness. Maybe season 2. Maybe season 2. It's never too late. Yeah, and we've got all the characters from the Young Avengers. I still don't know how Marvel's going to approach that, but they've put those kids out there. Also with that, for me personally, I'm not super stoked about the Young Avengers. I don't understand how they could fit in and make it an interesting, compelling story. But the MCU has proven me wrong before, so we'll see how they do that. That's a good point. Very good point. They did flesh out the world post-snap. And they kind of fleshed out the world as far as to how the Avengers are now and how everything's kind of in limbo. And WandaVision also fleshed out the world post-snap. Kind of was the first time that we saw the blip for the first time. Not the first time, the second time in WandaVision when everyone came back. Anyway. Well, I'm going to wrap this up, I think, you guys. If you're new to the channel, why not please consider subscribing? I do live streams once a week, typically, with these new series. I'll probably take a couple weeks off here coming up just because there's no new shows, but I'm going to be working on some movie reviews and some other videos. So if you like being a part of this and you want to be in on the next live stream or just check out my other content, hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on Twitter and Instagram. I'm not on Instagram very much, but Twitter I live on, and I'm also on TikTok, that up-and-coming app that everyone's on. And I actually have a much bigger following on TikTok, and I post there several times a week. I have a lot of fun with that, so check that out if you're interested. Thanks so much for joining in the live chat, you guys. It's been a lot of fun hearing from you and talking about how amazing this show was. I really had a lot of fun with Loki, and I can't wait. I'm so happy there's a season 2. That was one of the things that was hard with WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, was knowing that this was it and there was no more of this series after this. But with Loki, we've got more coming, and I couldn't be happier about that. I could not be happier about that. So, with that being said, I appreciate all the support you guys staying up late with me and watching along, interacting on the live chat, excuse me. And it's been a lot of fun. What a great season. Kang is here. Well, a variant of Kang has been introduced, and the multiverse war is underway. So much to look forward to in the MCU. Gosh, I love this stuff. Anyway, I really appreciate you all. Thanks so much. If you want to chat further about stuff, hit me up on Twitter. You can see my handles right up there, 1 Minute Critic, and I respond to all messages I get there, so feel free to hit me up there, or you can post down in the comments below and I'll get back to you when I get the chance. But thanks again, guys. Until next time, have a great week. Enjoy some more Marvel. Go check out the we got What If coming up. That's right. We can look forward to that. And go check out Black Widow if you haven't already. And if I've spoiled anything about Black Widow, I'm sorry, but Black Widow's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.